Hey, so I want to tell you about overshot and how to do it. Some people think it seems intimidating, but it really is quite easy. So what it is a weave structure in which you throw a shot of tabby after every pattern pick. Your pattern yarn is twice the size of your warp and tabby. So in this project, I am using 16-2 for my warp and my tabby, and I'm using 8-2, which is twice the size of 16-2, as my pattern. And you can see the green pattern here. So what we're going to do first is start with a pattern, which is treadle 3. I'm going to beat. Overshot requires a fairly firm beat, and it's called overshot because your larger pattern weft lays over your finer warp and tabby thread, and it therefore is overshot. Supposedly, if we were to take out all this green pattern thread, you would have a stable piece of plain weave fabric here. I've never done that, but anyway, that's what I have heard. So because of that, because of your pattern yarn laying over your tabby, you need to beat it fairly hard. Let's make sure it's beat in there real well. And I'm beating on an open shed because it's a little easier on the threads. So I'm going to take my pattern yarn and I'm going to throw that across. This is a fairly large shuttle, so I'm going to pick up over here so I can catch it. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to put it at an angle to reduce take up and beat. The next one is 5. On my pattern, I always put 5 and 6 treadles on overshot. I tie up 5 and 6 for tabby, excuse me. So number 5 is a tabby, and it's following the pattern. And it's angle it, beat. And you can see I'm moving my magnet to my next treadle as I go, so I don't lose my place. Next is treadle number 4, and it will be a pattern. So, treadle 6. So I'm alternating treadles 5 and 6. It's pattern and then 5 for tabby, and then pattern and then 6 for tabby. Your next sequence will be pattern and then 5 for tabby, pattern, then 6 for tabby. It just alternates the whole way through. All right, so I'm on number 6 now. It's a little slower weaving with 2 shuttles than it is with 1, but this is not difficult at all. All right, my next sequence is 1, 5, 1, 6. 1 being the pattern thread, 5 and 6 being tabby. So I'm going 1, 5, tabby, 1 pattern, 6 tabby. When you see an overshot pattern, it will just say use tabby. It will not show the tabby in the draft. When you see any pattern that says use tabby, it means you throw a pattern and then a tabby, a pattern, then the alternate tabby. And that's how you do that. Now when I'm writing mine down, I always put the 5 and the 6 into my pattern, because I have mild dyslexia, and it helps me remember not to forget that. So basically that's it. It's fairly simple. Just throw a pattern pick followed by a tabby, then a pattern, and then the alternate tabby. That's it all the way through, and it's quite easy, and so don't be afraid to try it. There are some wonderful overshot patterns in Dixon's pattern directory. For the most part, overshot is 4 shaft, so you can make a lot of beautiful patterns with 4 shafts. All right, that's it. Let me know if you have questions.